These regulations are excessive, intrusive, punitive and potentially discriminatory to older people and poorer people. And they also raise quite important questions about compatibility with data and privacy laws. On the data protection issue, collection of contact details is obviously very important, but a lot of places gather this personal data without any security. I mean, I have also visited pubs, and I can say that some keep their logbooks open and available for other people to take photographs of. Now, this clearly would infringe all sorts of privacy questions, and I'm just curious about whether the Minister feels he has issued enough guidance for places of entertainment to actually fulfil their obligations under the Data Protection Act. Now, Regulation 7 says that premises don't need to collect personal details of people who have scanned the QR code displayed, but no definition of scanned is given. So in practical terms, what is a premises operator supposed to do to check that the QR code has actually been scanned properly? Should they check the person's phone, or should they make some other judgment call? And these, of course, are important legal questions as well, because if a premises operator needs to take those and make sure they've been scanned properly, they need to make sure that they can avoid a conviction and fine under Regulation 17 if it hasn't actually been done properly. And I thought the Noble Lord the Minister was quite ingenious in his calling the delay in presenting statutory instruments along these lines, presenting these regulations as housekeeping. Now, this is not housekeeping. This is an erosion of democracy. And I'm absolutely delighted that he says that they're going to improve this. But I would like to know when and how fast. There's also the point that there are so many coronavirus regulations now. I don't understand how people are expected to navigate them and actually be sure that they're not breaking them. The fact is that the Prime Minister and other ministers have actually fallen short in all sorts of TV interviews, unable to answer quite basic questions about what these laws require, or to distinguish between law and guidance, advice and common sense. And these weren't actually gotcha questions. These were straightforward questions about what people should be doing in certain places. And the government is imposing extreme restrictions on people. And I understand it's to fight a pandemic that we haven't seen for 100 years, but at the same time, they have to have some reasonable basis. So I would like to know what plans the government has to actually simplify these regulations and bring them all into one coherent framework. And going back to the erosion of our democracy, why are we consistently given so few minutes to actually question the Minister on this? I don't see any reason for the House to rise at 5:15 today if we can't. Why can't we carry on longer? Why can't we actually have a proper debate on these issues? And we have so much space in our timetable at the moment. There's big bills, but there's also lots of space. I don't understand how that is happening and why we can't take some of that space to debate these properly. It seems to me that there is a clear avoidance by the government to actually be scrutinized.